Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome to my channel. It is July 15th. July 15th. Happy Monday. The time is 7:50 a.m. I got up at 5:30 this morning, and it was my intent to go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, like I did yesterday. Yes, I went to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I did a live show at the RNC, the Republican National Convention, which starts today. And I was just too tired, so I'm going to try to get back out there again, maybe the day that Trump speaks. But yeah, please watch this video live at the RNC. I was there, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. As I was leaving, they put up more checkpoints and barriers. It's like a maze. So I'm glad I went yesterday because, man, it's going to be something else. A lot of media, droves of police, and an exciting period for America. So yeah, check out this video, and also check out this one. Also, this video I produced, Kamala Harris, the lotus flower. Out of the lotus flower, you will find out historically, symbolically, out of the lotus flower emerges the sun god Ra. Yes, you heard me. So check out this video because Kamala means lotus flower, of which I'll explain to you. Now, today, I want you to understand the powers are crafting something. I said this yesterday in a live feed. They're crafting different things. They're trying to speak in a way that camouflages, yet they're setting a tone and tenor, an image for Donald J. Trump in relation to what happened yesterday. Here we have a correspondent, a lady who's known Trump for a long time. She is the first one that talked to Trump as a correspondent after his shooting, okay? He called her. Listen to this, and I'm gonna explain to you what I think I see, okay? Check it out.
And or this afternoon, and said, and wanted to know if myself and my daughter were okay. So that's how the conversation started. And so he called me this morning, and or this afternoon, and said, and wanted to know if myself and my daughter were okay. So that's how the conversation started. And then I asked him if I could interview him, just talk to him about those moments and about how this changed him. And that's when he said, well, I was going to do a speech that was going to be a real humdinger. I think that's his exact words. But everything changed in that moment. And Abby, you have covered his events before. When you watch him at a rally, he always looks forward. Always looks forward. He never looks to his right or to his left. And he had put a screen up that showed a chart. Also never does charts. And he looked to his right, something he never does. And as you look to his
right, that's when the bullet grazed his ear. I strongly suggest to you is that the powers are crafting this thing to have this imagery of divine intervention. Divine intervention. They're pumping Trump up as being connected, so connected to God that they saved him and that you should follow this guy because God has his hand on him. This is what they're nurturing before us, okay? Now notice she has on the white. Is this coincidence? White is like heavenly, like purity, like sacred. Do you understand? White, ivory, the heavens. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let's go back. I want to show you something. If you go back at the picture that they showed you, I believe all this stuff is crafted. Do you see the red and black bag? Red and black means sacrifice. Okay, like blood, speaking without speaking. But notice, the sacrifice is next to her socks, red, white, and blue. the sacrifice of America. You follow me? The sacrifice of Donald J. Trump. A savior sacrifices. Do you follow me? This to me is what's strongly being suggested to us in real time. That Donald J. Trump is being sacrificed. So trust me, they're going to craft this thing. And again, look at it for what it is. Red and black is sacrifice of America. Trump being sacrificed, just like Christ. If you think I'm stretching, hold tight. I have something that's going to knock your socks off, okay? And also, she said that Trump said, okay, well, I was going to go and do a speech, and it was going to be like a humdinger, okay? Humdinger coincidentally comes out to what? 45. Who was the 45th president? Donald J. Trump. Okay? Do you think this was crafted or do you think it's coincidence? Now check this out.
You saw the president that was, he was talking about immigration and pointing over to the screens. And then the next thing that we knew, we started to hear shots ring out.
It happened so quick, like just 3 shots. There was 20 Secret Service agents running around like chickens with their heads cut off in that field.
We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations.
He was always alone. I mean, he was bullied every day. Like, you could look at him and you would be like, something's a little off. That's how I could describe it.
Eyewitnesses describing a chaotic scene that unfolded yesterday when the sudden hail of gunfire rang out at former President Trump's Pennsylvania rally. And now we are learning more about the shooter. Hello and welcome back. I'm John Roberts in Washington. Sandra, there's a lot of questions yet to be answered.
And a lot we're learning at this hour. I'm Sandra Smith.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions that need to be answered. Here's the guy, Thomas Crook. Notice they have him what? Symbolically with the red, white, and blue. I need to go back and decode this a little bit more deeper as to what president that is on his chest. I'm sure that would be an eye-opener. It might be George Washington. Is that George Washington? Should I take a stab at it right about now? It might be George Washington. Let's see. George Washington, date of birth.
According to Mount Vernon, Childhood and Education, George Washington was born at his family's plantation on Pope's Creek in Westmoreland County, Virginia, on February 22, 1732.
Now, is that George Washington on his chest? Is that George Washington? That's the question. Is it George Washington on his chest? I think it is. If it's George Washington, look at it like this. February 22nd, 222. Do you understand what I just did? What is 222? I want to tell God, first of all, thank you for the decode, because I didn't think about it till now. So I want to praise the Holy Spirit. I haven't had a lot of sleep still, people, so bear with me. Look at this. What is 222? The Antichrist, Barack Obama. The Beast of Revelation, 222. Antichrist system, 222. As above, so below, 222. Order out of chaos, 222. If I am right, that they got this kid portrayed here in front of us, and that is George Washington on the flag. In fact, let's see if we can get some more receipts. Let's see. George Washington on the flag. I think that's him, people. I think we aced it. What do you think? Do you think that's him? I apologize for going here, but hey, sometimes things happen impulsively and you get to thinking. George Washington on the flag. George Washington on the flag there. And then you got this here. So if that's George Washington, people, again, that's February 2nd, 1732. Isn't that deep? 222. Wow. Let's go a step deeper. Let's take his birthday, February 22nd. See if we can do that, okay? February 22nd. Okay, let's see if we can connect something else. Who knows? Might get lucky here. Might get an eye opener. February 22nd. And what did we say? We said 1732, right? So 1732 versus the date of the event, the 13th. So July 22nd, 1732 is his birthday. That's exactly 292 years, 4 months, and 3 days. Now let's bring it up today. Let's make it 2023. That comes out to a certain number there. Let's make it 24. That's 430. Nothing there. And let's make it 5. Okay, so nothing there. So no connection on the date, per se. However, I am convinced, I'll check something out later. God only knows what they're doing here. But yeah, there's something, oh wow, look at this. If you go, there you go. There you go. Look at that. The date that Trump got shot, 7/13/2024, subtracted from February 22nd, and you make it 2026, and that is the date that George Washington, what is that? His death date? What do we got? That's his birth date, y'all. Wow. His birth date is February 22nd. So, February 22nd of 2026, his birthday coming up, which would be, a year plus from now, versus the day that Trump got shot, 7/13. So 84 weeks from now, George Washington would have a birthday. Why is this important? Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. I'm gonna leave it alone, but I think you guys can agree. February 22nd, 222. What are the odds? I say they're speaking. Wow, I had no idea this was there. But hey, let me go back. Let me point out some things I wanted to point out here. I apologize for being off track, but let me show you guys some things that I thought about. This guy was speaking, and this guy's got on a shirt that says municipal, M-U-N-I-C-I-P-A, C-I-P-A. See if I got that right. Municipal. Well, let me go back into what I had. Here it is here. M-U-N-I-C-I-P-C-I-P-A-L. Yeah. Isn't that something? The shirt he has on is municipal. Comes out to 44. Who's the 44th president? Barack Obama. I say we got some stuff speaking here. Red and black. The death of America with the socks, red, white, and blue. 84 weeks from George Washington's birthday. Wow. And let's see, go down the line. And then we have this here, municipal. And let me show you what else I have. This guy here, as he was testifying, I noticed his hat was red and black. Red and black is sacrifice. See, he got the red and black on? He's got the red and black. He's got on the red and black. That's sacrifice all day. and it says Happy Dad on his hat. Happy Dad. Okay? Happy Dad comes out to what? 33. That's Masonic. And happy comes out to what? 66. It's all coded, isn't it? Allegedly. It's all coded. And remember, they kept saying the word chaos when they gave this introduction. CHAOS. Chaos is what? 46. George Floyd died at 46. JFK died at 46. And it was a chaotic situation as they shot at Trump. Am I right? And chaos also means 19, like about 3 or 4 years ago. It was chaotic behavior, 19, in 2019. You follow me? It's deep. And 46 also means like destruction. Are they speaking to us? Is all this coincidence? Now, let me go a little bit further. I want to show you something else. This guy was testifying. I want you to notice something. Like I told you about the lotus flower, Carmela. Carmela means lotus flower. Do you see the flowers over the world? I don't know what type of world that is. You guys put in the comment section. You see the flowers? Is this coincidence he's got this on, the flowers, okay? Like a lotus flower, okay? Now check this out. I want to show you part of that video from yesterday that I have in relation to the lotus flower, okay? I got to get past the commercial and then I can show it. I want you guys to see something. Okay, turn on the volume and let's go. I think it's what, 517? 517. 650, maybe it's 650. Okay, we're gonna go right here. Check this out. It's V. Let's go from there. Now you got Kamala Harris. Here she is. She was born October 20th, 1964. She's known as the lotus flower. Why? Because Carmela means lotus flower. It's a plant, okay? Lotus flower. That's what it's called, lotus flower. See that? Her name, Carmela, means lotus flower. Why is that significant? I will show you. Watch this here. This is the video, I Pet Goat. That's a lotus flower. See that apple? See that checkerboard? That's how they speak. And see that V? That's 22. The 22nd letter of the alphabet is V. And I Pet Goat 2. All this symbolism is there. They got this girl, she's holding the apple. Then it rolls out of her hand. Then the apple splits in two and opens up and a lotus flower comes out. Lotus flower is symbolic of new birth. But when I show you what it really means in detail, it's gonna blow your mind. But look at this black and white checker floor, okay? Barack Obama is on a black and white checker floor, along with who else? Along with, here he is here. George Bush Jr. He's dancing. That means you play on both sides. You stay in the middle, you play Republican against Democrat, or one person against another. That's why you see that. Plus you see the V, like I said, 22. All right, it's right there. Now, lotus flower, let's go deeper. It's gonna blow your mind. Something that's probably not ever been revealed or is a decode. So I'm gonna reveal the decode of lotus flower. Because again, Carmela's, her name means lotus flower, the vice president, who will soon be president. But watch this here. Well, let's go back to this here. Like I said, Barack Obama, he got a V in his head. He's sweating because something negative is coming to the earth, particularly to America. And all of a sudden, what happens? The flag, it just disintegrates. See that? He knows something bad is coming to America, all right? And all of a sudden, that lotus flower shows up. So after that, that's what you need to think about. A brief look at some of the symbolism concerning the lotus flower. Watch this. This is mind-blowing.
It's commonly accepted that the lotus is the symbol of resurrection and rebirth, of a new life, of eternal lives. They are aquatic plants. Lotuses send out their roots deep into the dark, fertile mud below the waterline. Then their stem and bud reach upward toward the surface until it breaks forth into the daylight.
You see that? The different variety of colors, pink, and then white like that, or ivory. All right, let's go to slide 49, because I really got something to show you here. Watch this here.
Like Ra emerging from the cosmic ocean.
What did he say? It's like Ra. Is that what he said? The lotus flower is like Ra? Listen.
Like Ra emerging from the cosmic ocean. And you may remember from our first lessons that Ra is often shown actually coming forth from the opening petals of a lotus blossom.
Did you catch that? First time that I know a decoder brought that out. I want you to see this. The sun god Ra, symbolic from the lotus flower. Look at that.
Ra emerging from the cosmic ocean. And you may remember from our first lessons that Ra is often shown actually.
Look at it. The sun god Ra coming out of there, the birth. It's the birth. They are speaking to us, people. They are speaking. Hallelujah.
Coming forth from the opening petals of a lotus blossom. Lotuses are in between.
Now, let's go to this other part. Got something else to show you.
This is your sign to stop drinking alcohol. Let me tell you how.
Okay, so people, I'm going to continue this.
Symbol, one often associated with priestesses, god.
This lotus thing is deep. Check this last part out.
So the lotus is an incredibly rich symbol, one often associated with priestesses, goddesses, and one I encourage you to explore further on your own.
So what I'm getting from this, and what you need to understand, when you think Kamala Harris, just gonna say allegedly, baby, it's goddess time. It's Ra time. I'm going to show you what I believe, that the powers went back in the day, brought these fossils from the past, all these gods that were served on the planet, these antichrist forbidden gods that were, people sacrifice babies and adults so they can get land and promise out of these people. Well, guess what? They're back. They're back. I said they're back. So it's not a coincidence to me that her name is Carmela. It's not a coincidence to me. It's not a coincidence. Look at that. Now, let me read something to you. That's the sun god. That's the sun god Ra. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Now check this out. I told you about chaos, 46:19. Municipal came out to 44. Let me see, we're done with this guy. So yeah, this is deep. On his chest, there's the flowers. Is that coincidence? Ask yourself that. Now let's go from there. We got municipal, and this kid initially, when he was being interviewed, I believe he said something about he was doing his route, and I think he said pizza pie. That's why I put it in there. He's the one that said pizza pie. He was delivering. Pizza pie comes out to 36. 36 is 666. Okay? Are they speaking? Are they speaking? What a video, huh? What a video. Now let's hasten on. Check this out. Here's a guy who witnessed the shooting of Donald J. Trump. Watch this.
He then laid down, took 4 shots. I'm thinking it was 4, could have been 5. It was a kind of a chaos at the moment at the president. As I heard that and seen that, I was with my one buddy. We kind of pushed him to the ground. As we're looking up, I heard one more shot and seen the guy's head kick back and split open. And that's how that went down. After that, it was chaos. You seen Secret Service cops rushing towards the AGR building, rushing around to start pushing people out.
Now, you say you were yelling, as was that person next to you, that he's got a gun.
Now, what I want you to see is this here. This guy has on the Under Armour shirt. Under Armour. Remember I told you, when I do my videos, they speak in code. I teach the 5 C's, welcome new subscribers. I teach the clues, the codes, the colors, the confirmation of the time, which is the dates, and conclusion. These powers speak in symbols. So red and black, again, is sacrifice, just like I showed you earlier, the red and black bag next to the socks, the sacrificing of America. But notice he's got the leopard. Leopard, I have done a lot of videos where there's leopard. Back in the day, leopard is like the Egyptian. If you go back in African history, they tamed leopards and lions. So you see the leopard print, okay? Now, I want to show you something. I want to just kind of show you how I go. Under Armour comes out to what? 148 in ordinal. 148. Now, follow the logic. The 148th day of the year is what? Is May 28th. If you take May 28th of 2024, subtract it from the day of the shooting, which is July 13th, you know what you get? You get 46. Is that coincidence? Chaos. Joe Biden is the 46th president. JFK died at 46. Eric, what's his name? George Floyd died at 46. And George Orwell died at 46. You see how it's all coming together? Is that coincidence? I took 528 from 7/13, the day of the shooting, come out to 46. Is that coincidence? Now watch this here. You probably remember a dude back in the day, a guy back in the day who set himself on fire, okay? Remember this guy set himself on fire back in the day? A few months ago? Remember that? Okay. Now why am I showing that to you? Watch this here. And I don't want you to see. I said I don't want you to see. I want you to know what they're doing. Look at this situation here. We're gonna say the best for last. Put himself on fire. Then all of a sudden, this guy here walks up, see him there with the burgundy? He got on a backpack. I'm gonna show y'all something. See the rock colors of the sun guy? This is a Hollywood production, allegedly. I don't care what nobody say. And as it progresses, watch this. A certain lady walks up, got on a cat suit. See the horns in her head? See the leopard print? Oh, but it gets better. Look at that behind there. See the FedEx truck? I brought that up. Let's just go there. Gotta get the backdrop. See the leopard print? See the leopard print? A lot of my videos, I've been showing this for years, the leopard print. Egyptian, African, okay? I'm not saying all Africans are bad. Just want you to understand, these are the guys of power back in the day. The leopard. Now, listen to this, watch this. Oh, but it gets better. Look at that behind there. See the FedEx truck? I brought that up. Let's just go there. Gotta get the backdrop. Oh yeah. FedEx means what? 44. Yeah. And who's the 44th president of the United States? Barack Obama. And what's that 19 over there? Well, in 2019, what did we have? You know what we had in 2019? Google the word and put 19 with it. It means chaos. Isn't that what happened this day? Wasn't that chaos when he burnt himself up? And wasn't that chaos there? FedEx 44, you think that's an accident? That this is there? No.
If you want to get a flat belly at your 6.
And without delay, I want to show you something else and we'll be done. I want you to see this backpack. This is gonna blow your mind. Progress up. You see it there? And then let's keep going. There's the guy. He got on the backpack. There she is. Everybody up visually upset. Now watch this. Let's find that backpack because I want y'all to see it. See the backpack? Ask yourself, are these eyes? Is this a mouth? Are these eyes? Is that a mouth? Eyes, it is, looks mouth. like a snake to me.
Mouth, eyes, with a snake.
Oh yeah.
Now watch this.
And what is this? I know it's champion. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at it. Now look at it. It's deep, y'all. I said it's deep. It's deep. Yeah, right in your face. And you thought it was only about a man setting himself on fire? Okay. Look at that. I said, look at that.
Wow, look at that.
Hollywood telling stories, allegedly. Don't you got them both now? A snake, allegedly. Who poked the holes in the back of the backpack like that for that imprint? And boom. Look like a snake to me. Then you got that. Okay. Logo, I'll go with that. Yeah. Hollywood production, allegedly.
All right, so I think you understand. You saw the leopard and you saw the other part. Now, this is gonna blow your mind. I want you to really concentrate now, okay? Then we'll be done. This is the guy who shot at Trump, Thomas Matthew Crooks. Check this out. Tupac Shakur died June 16th, 1971. His name, Lasan Parrish Crooks. Tupac, the rapper, his real name, Lasan Parrish Crooks. Crooks, the same name as this guy. Is that coincidence? But check this out. This is the guy, Keefe D. He killed Tupac. His birthday is June 14th. And guess what? Trump's birthday is June 14th. I'm gonna do it quick again. This guy who shot at Trump, Thomas Matthew Crooks, Tupac's last name is Crooks. This guy killed Tupac. His birthday is June 14th. Trump's birthday is June 14th. Now, this guy, his date of birth is September 20th, 2003. September 20th. If you take September 20th of 2024, birthday coming up, although he's dead,
subtracted from Trump's birthday of 6/14/2024, look at what you get. 3 months, 6 days. Come on, man. 3 6 666. Now, I've been saying since yesterday, they're blowing up Donald Trump, that he's the savior now. Get this. Trump's mother's name was Mary Ann. Mary Ann Trump. Trump's dad named Fred Trump, but his name was Frederick Christ. Frederick Christ. You got Christ and you got Mary. Do you see what I see? Allegedly. Mary and Christ. Sound like the Bible story, don't it? Is that coincidence? Ain't that deep? Now listen.
And we are hearing from the former president just in the last couple of minutes since we've been speaking here. What's he saying?
Willie, you're right. He's been posting on his Truth Social account. Here's his latest post. It came in just moments ago. Thank you to everyone for your thoughts and prayers yesterday. It was God alone, he said, who prevented the unthinkable from happening. We will fear not, but instead.
So yeah, God alone. And the flag just happens to be upside down. And like I showed you guys the other day, look at his face. It looks like a cross, doesn't it? Like it's an X. X is the 24th letter of the alphabet. I've been saying for months, he's X'd. And boom, it has come to light. X. I say when he fell down, they drew this on his face, allegedly. The X, he's marked. And symbolically, the flag is upside down. You know what that means, don't you? It's all over. But they're sending a message. Listen.
Time with Alex Stein. Alex, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Look, nobody can underestimate the power of what Trump did after he was shot. What did it say to his haters and to those on the left?
Well, it said a lot. It said that he was like Neo from the Matrix, who's dodging those bullets. I mean, I know they got his ear, but 1 centimeter away, the shooter would have literally started a civil war. But let's just be real. Donald Trump is anointed by God. Whether you believe in God or not, he had a divine intervention that saved his life. And you can call me.
Did you hear that? He's what? He's what? Look, people, listen.
He was like Neo from the Matrix, who's dodging those bullets. I mean, I know they got his ear, but 1 centimeter away, the shooter would have literally started a civil war. But let's just be real. Donald Trump is anointed by God. Whether you believe in God or not, he had a divine intervention that saved his life. And you can call me crazy, but I think that's the only thing that truly saved Donald Trump. And now
they're building it up. And lastly, check this out.
Doesn't matter if you are a Christian, if you see this image and you can look at the bullet as it screams through Donald Trump's ear as Donald Trump turns his head at the very last minute to avoid the bullet shattering his skull and ending his life, you gotta say, God's not done with America yet. You gotta believe. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. You can see here, ladies and gentlemen, in the actual moments that the bullet pierced Trump's ear, how close it was to going straight through his neck, skull, or chest. Donald Trump.
So people, understand what they're doing.
Hi, I'm Robert F. Kennedy.
They're cloaking this image. They're setting up an image, people. Do not lose sight of what I'm telling you. Understand, they are speaking. And don't forget, the lotus flower is Kamala historically. And is it coincidence that she would be president and she will possibly birth something, which will be Ra, the sun god? And I apologize for going into detail like this, but I need to educate, because here, I got one more thing to show you. One more thing. Ra, the sun god. You see this here? These are the hands of Ra, the rays of the sun. And if you think they're not doing this today, watch this. Do you see those hands? The same hands. The same hands. And they were in Egypt 2 years ago, and President Biden was there. See the rising sun? See the hands? That's the symbol. And you have the hands there as well. I'm Franchot Pearson. I apologize for it being long, but sometimes we have to educate. God bless you. Tell me what you think.